right, so regardless of the unpredictable weather we had and rain, we got Benton Crossing poured. We had to put a tarp over it and like float it off the concrete because it just kept sporadically raining here. But the boys made it home with the excavator, so we have a job for the neighbor to do tomorrow. So we went ahead and just brought the little 304 home, and Brian's gonna grab the buckets, and it's actually our neighbor Joe, which is right over there. So they're gonna grab that bucket and run it down to Joe's place. You gotta stay out of the mud. Well, the wetlands are definitely flowing. You can see that water just running pretty steady here. And it has literally just kind of swamped the whole entire thing. Sadie, don't get in the water. No, Sadie. Sadie, I said no. You just got all muddy. Today should be a pretty exciting day. I got the wrecker en route right now. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I got that wrecker heading over to June Lake. We're gonna meet him over there at 9 o'clock, and we're gonna hope like heck he can drag that thing out. I'm sure he can. So looking forward to getting over there and getting some good content with that and getting that thing out, and hopefully we can get her dried out and get it fired up, and we'll have a running machine that's not completely ruined. All right, so we're up here off Forest Trail, and here's another casualty of the snow. This deck here took a lot of weight last winter and pretty much pulled away from the house. So we're talking with the owner here, and probably going to go ahead and get this thing demoed out and completely replaced all the way around, since it looks original to the house anyways. So just looks like we'll be possibly adding some footing and things like that, depending on what it looks like underneath, and redoing this deck. So we want to come look at this real quick before we head up to June Lake, so I can get him a price for his insurance. All right, guys, so we were able to get 5-star recovery out here with this big rotator. And I think the idea we're gonna do is rig this thing and drag it up over to the shoreline. Shoreline, I call it the shoreline, but just up out to get it on dry ground, you know. So they're gonna take a look right now. It's a pretty good size. Sadie, you're in the mud. No, get over here. Look at your feet. That's a pretty big truck here. See what these guys can do. She's deep.
The tracks are right down here. Sunk in the mud pretty good. I'm gonna have to get my trunks on and stick my leg down and see how far down. Yeah, I know. I figured that. Go around this. This bathroom right here is good. No, I'm sure it'll be fine.
So this is over here right behind where the excavator is buried, and you can see this little creek is moving along pretty nicely. Water is flowing through here, and Sadie wants to get in there, so at least it's clean. Maybe she'll clean her feet off a little bit. Watch out, Sadie. She's gonna play in the water. All right. Okay, come on. Come on. So the guys from 5 Star have assessed situation. It's probably a little bit more than what they thought. I sent them pictures and some videos, but it never does justice. But this truck here is a 50-ton rotator, so I think it's got the juice. And these guys came, I called them last night, and we had another company lined up to come Monday, but these guys came through and said they could get up here today, and I don't want to let that thing sit in the water any longer than it has to. So let's see what this bad boy can do. Look at your feet. All right, so this guy got in his swim trunks because it's definitely probably gonna be getting up to waist deep to get this thing rigged. It's in one heck of a predicament here, and hopefully we can break the suction on this fairly easily. I mean, I doubt it's gonna be easy, but I get the suction to break on it, and we'll drag it from that angle right there, get it to turn maybe a little bit. I think he's gonna try to hook on this side of the blade and get this thing to lift up a little and try to kind of drag it up onto some high ground. Everything's here soft, but once he gets it close to his truck, he can lift it completely in the air, and he can set it wherever he wants. Get a little bit of the water out.
Sediment.
What have you done? Look at this dog. She's in her element. That's what she loves. Being in the mud. So we got a shackle here. See if we can't shackle her up.
I'm not super cool. You want me to dig this one out?
It's almost the moment of truth. Sadie. Where's Bud? Oh, the standoff. They're doing the standoff again. I can see Bud over there. Up, there they go. They're gonna go at it. All right, guys, here we go. We'll see if we get any movement. Okay, we're getting a little movement. Shout, Sadie. Sadie, get back.
Alright, let me know if it's doing anything it shouldn't be doing.
She's got tension on it right now.
Watching to see if the gauge drops like it's pulling. 76.
He's checking how much pressure he's actually putting on it. Oh, it's moving.
Yeah, it's moving.
So we talked to the soils guy about this property too, being this muckiness that it has. His suggestion is going to be to take out all the muck and get some big 8 to 10 inch cobble and basically fill the whole underside of this thing with cobble. And then we need to get some good material back over the top. So in order to do that, it's going to be some export and import of that cobble, and then some good base material. Otherwise, we may not be able to even get to this thing this year because it's never going to dry up. You can see the water is just still coming in right here. It's just bubbling up through the ground. So it's never going to stop filling up with water unless we can create like a rock bed that the water can actually make its way through. And then we put that good base layer on top of that rock, and essentially you'll have a river running under your pad forever.
Out.
So we're gonna re-rig it, try to get some more leverage on it. They're not wanting to pull on the boom, they don't want to bend it. We got to get a better angle, pull it up out of the water. It's just real tough because we're so far away. We can't get any closer, so we're gonna have to try and make it work with this. So he's got both winches on there now. See what we're gonna do here, and see if we can't get this thing to come out. Just hoping and praying right now. So now we're going to be rigged off the boom and the blade. So hopefully we can get a little bit, get the whole thing to kind of rotate towards the truck. And as the closer he gets to the truck, he can probably boom out and get his angle a little bit higher. And we'll be able to lift this thing more upwards off the ground. Getting it to turn a little. That's good. Okay, now let's see if it goes with the other side.
All right, the boom is holding it right now. What? The boom is holding it. It moved about 6 inches on the tractor. It moved back that way? Yeah.
Getting it up out of there.
The whole thing moving or just the boom? Do it again?
So you can see the angles that he has right here.
Just the boom.
Pretty good little angle that he's got going now. I think if he works it back and forth, he's going to get some movement out of it.
Good. Yep, how about it? I'm right here in front. lost us.
A little bit. Right there. Give me a little bit of blue.
Okay, so we've got it. We're moving it very slowly but surely. He's just going back and forth on these winches, and it's starting to break the suction on it. So I'm thinking as he gets closer to the truck, he'll be able to boom up higher and lift on a higher angle, and that's gonna try to raise it up more. Just inching it out right now. This is what we've been waiting for. Get her out. He's got the right angle on it. It's pulling it up out of the hole. And I think we're gonna get it out, guys. Only thing now is how much damage did we do to the motor? Hopefully we can get the water out of it, open up the air cleaner, drain everything out, see if we got water in the oil, and if we can get the shop vac or something, get all that water sucked out of the air intake, and or break it loose and take it off, and just get that water out. That's the main thing. And I think if we can get this thing started, we'll be back in business. Okay, so it's nice to see that motor up out of the water, and he's getting it. He's definitely getting it over there. Only problem is the bucket is on such an extreme angle from when we were trying to dig it, and it won't start, so we can't really move that. But it's nice to see this thing up out of that hole. It's been a long time coming. I'm sure we're gonna end up having to re-rig here in a minute, and we'll keep dragging it and see what we can do to get it. As long as we're up on dry ground, we're doing good. But it's finally out of that hole. Should have called a wrecker a long time ago, and probably never would have got the thing completely swamped. But you live and you learn in these scenarios, and we thought we'd be able to dig our way out with it, and we were wrong. So that was our mistake, and it cost me dearly. Well, that was probably well worth the money to have them come out, because we got this thing out of the hole. Now it's just to see if it's salvageable. Hopefully we didn't do catastrophic damage to the engine, and we'll get it drained out and move on. All right, so it's out of the hole. Oh boy. So this runoff just gives you an idea. I mean, the water is literally coming out of the ground. You can see it. It's running. This is all drained off a lot now since we kind of pulled this out, but this was never gonna stop running, so it's just coming out of the side of the mountain there. And everything uphill is just coming down. It's actually coming from under and up. So this thing's, I talked to a soils guy about it. He's got some recommendations. We might have to see what he, so there it is. The nemesis. Here, come on. Come on, Sadie. Ready? Get in the creek. Come on, get in the creek. Come on, get in there. Go. Come on, bud, get in. Get in there, bud. Get in there, go. Get in there. Ah, come on. Let's go, come on. Come here, Sadie. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. All right, come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on, over here. Come on. Sit. Sit right there. Sit. Sit down. Sit. They're out of here. So all we got left, we're gonna drag the rear of this thing around and get it right up here next to the pavement. And we're pretty much done for this recovery. I got Sadie out of the mud finally, got her washed off in the creek, trying to keep her on the pavement until we leave. And hopefully about another 15-20 minutes we'll be out of here. So this last little thing we're gonna do is just drag the rear around, try to get it right over to right here. That's what we're trying to do. So I'm gonna get it on the winch right now and see what we can do. So we're trying to get it up as close to the road as we can. Just got to get the right angle on it. What are we doing? Well, so this is about as far as we can get it. The boom's locked, so it's holding it up like that. Now we did get the engine compartment opened up, and of course it was full of water, so yeah, it's not going to be able to run. Pulled the dipstick, water was running out of the where the dipstick goes in, so for now it's going to have to sit over here on the side until we can figure out what we're going to do with it. So it's not exactly I was really hoping that somehow, some way there wasn't going to be water in the engine, but I kind of knew deep down inside there was. So now we know that there is. So I'm going to have to make arrangements and see where we can go from here. All right, guys. So we got the excavator out today. It was kind of bittersweet, but found out that the motor was full of water, which was not cool. But Lori came up for the weekend. She brought us some Luigi's, some ribs from Luigi's. So we're getting ready to get that all out. Mike and his wife Kendra are up here, and so it's just us and the girls tonight. And Owen might come over for a little bit and hang out, but yeah, we're just gonna enjoy our Friday night here, and hope you guys enjoyed our recovery. Like I said, it was a bittersweet recovery. We did everything we could to get that thing out of there, and found out, you know, in the end, that pretty much what we already knew, that the engine was going to have water in it. But I think we'll be able to crack the injectors and clear everything out, change the oil, and I'm pretty sure it's going to run again. So we're going to go over there with the water buffalo maybe tomorrow or the next day, and we're going to clean the engine compartment really well. And after that, we'll start working on getting that oil changed and getting all the water out of the engine and things like that. And you know, pray for us that that $200,000 machine is not ruined, because you know, that's our livelihood, that's how we make our money. And it's just a real shame that it happened the way it did, but accidents happen, so I can't cry over the spilled milk. We just gotta fix it and move on. So anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check that link in the description for the all organic, hormone-free, antibiotic-free beef. You know, they're one of the largest ranches in North America, and it's premium grade Angus beef. So it's just it's a really great product delivered right to your door. Also, the health and wellness products they have, and cleaning products, anything you can think of at that My Patriot Shopping Club. Any kind of replacement for all the big box store. All they do is outsource everything anyways, so it's better to spend your money local. And not only that, the products are naturally sourced, so it's not all those chemicals that you're gonna find in some of the other cleaning agents. So hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.